Hello, for this week I'm taking a look at the list I made last week about the 10 top most impactful inventions and making some revisions after discussing people's choices in class as well as on their blogs and YouTube posts. So one thing I realized after looking at my list again was that I have a tendency to naturally bias the importance of inventions if they're something that's recent and that I saw developed in my lifetime, whereas some of the older inventions we may take for granted because they were there before I was born, so I didn't fully appreciate them. So with this in mind, some of the new additions I added to my list are number one, the wheel. As many people have explained, the wheel was really important for making transportation much more efficient, and most transportation systems today depend very heavily on the wheel. Additionally, I added the printing press because I think the printing press really is what allowed communication to scale and allowed for books and other forms of written information to be distributed far more effectively without them having to be written down by hand every time. Other than those two, I maintained the other items on my list, such as controlled fire, because of how important it was to provide illumination, heating, and potential for cooking. I left beer on the list because of how important it was in the agricultural revolution. Written scripts because they were a key form of communication. Antibiotics because they helped avoid a lot of unnecessary suffering and deaths. Electricity because it's the basis of much of our technology today. Nitrogen fertilizer because it allowed another agricultural revolution that is necessary to support populations at the levels they are today, and as well as the internet and photovoltaics. I'll be talking more about photovoltaics in my next post, as I said that's one of my favorite inventions of the past 100 years.